New York Giants at San Francisco. Will the New York Giants finish with a top 5 pick in the draft this year?
It's just so tough because there are a lot. There's some teams that are like I think going to be headed there, but like, you know what? I'll say it right now. Yes, like yeah, I'm locking it in at the moment. The way they're playing. I mean, if you take out the Cardinals' miraculous comeback, which is also just from the Cardinals completely shitting the bed, completely taking the foot off the gas. It's like the Giants are a bad team right now.
They're bad.
Oh, objectively, they're really bad, and the bad is really bad. They're struggling so much on offense. The defense is not really doing anything. They're in a very tough situation to be in. Again, back to the whole thing with the defense, too. They're pressuring every single snap, and they're not getting sacks. Like, the whole scheme, the defense is completely regressed. Probably in thanks to Wake Martindale. But, you know,
Wink.
Man's got a ring regardless. But this year,
that's Wink.
He's not bringing the heat this year. Yeah, and then on the other hand of things, it's like the Niners are rocking and rolling. When Brock Purdy does even anything of substance that day, they're going to be tough to beat. And whoever the starting quarterback is, they do something with substance, you know the defense is going to show up. You know the run game is going to show up. That has been the Niners for a while now, and very likely it's not going to change. So yeah, the Niners are going to be a tough opponent every week. If they can just chew the clock on you, Brock Purdy does his thing. Again, I'll reiterate, they're very likely to win the game this season because of how well his team is built. Javon Hargrave's going ballistic in the trenches. Best year of his career so far. I thought it would have been last year, but no, Javon Hargrave looks like he said, I'm coming over here and I'm going to actually improve my career on the new contract. If you're a Niners fan, you love to see it. The D-line is going ballistic. Armstead is going ballistic. This team is complete. And as we know, they're definitely competing for the Bulls. So I don't even have anything else to say on other than that. I'll toss it over to you, bro.
Yeah, so, I mean, the San Francisco defense shut down New York. I mean, they have an elite unit. They only generated 2 sacks, which I would like to see another one. They forced interception. They played lights out. Really, that's it. Purdy put the ball in harm's way a couple times early on, and I really feel like if
those were messed up,
they were bad passes, and I feel like he always has a couple of those each game, and it's like my thing is I feel like the defense never capitalizes on them. Like if the Giants wanted any chance, they had to capitalize on those. They got on track though, and like Debo and CMC were monsters. There's no stopping them as long as the 49ers keep playing like this. Super Bowl contenders easily, NFC Championship lock almost. The Giants, it's like Daniel Jones is running for his life the whole game. The O-line's abysmal, and I get you're playing an elite unit, but there's not a pulse on offense. Without Saquon, like their run game, they had 29 yards. They couldn't do much in the pass game. Jones had no time. Brutal. Defense failed to capitalize on the poor balls that were thrown early in the game. They at least gave him a chance or some type of energy. There was no stopping the 49ers once they got on track. They put up 441 yards of total offense, and they just had no chance of keeping up with the San Francisco wide receivers. They're in a weird spot where it's like they lack true playmakers. Darren Waller's kind of not showing up as much. Saquon's injured. The offensive line is bad. I don't understand how you expect Daniel Jones to make plays, and it's like you just gave him that contract. So it's like everything that they did is not looking good in retrospect.
No, absolutely not. And also just last thing on this, but I can't believe I didn't say this right away. But, if the game plan is to run the ball with the running backs 8 times and toss the ball 32 times, again, we say Dable, the narratives become like Dable's this genius. It's like, well, this certainly was his most anti-genius game plan. And you just can't be doing that to your team there, especially when you're so outclassed. I get it. Running the ball is going to be tough. I'm not stupid. But I also understand that you got to give your defense time to recoup. You got to just take if you're not going to have a ton of possessions you're going to score on, you got to make the most of the ones. You got to make those ones bleed. And they just, absolutely not what was going on. So, and again, like you said, not a pulse on offense.